to Stitch and Stuff. I'm Sarah, and I'm Kim, also known as Mimi. We're here to talk about our stitching and other stuff.
Welcome to Stitch and Stuff. I'm Sarah.
I'm Kim.
Also known as Mimi. The girls made sure to include when they were doing their... Before we started, the girls were sitting at the computer doing their own intro, and they made sure to include. They had it really good. So watch the end if you want to see a 9 and 10-year-old and 7-year-old version of our welcome. But welcome to our video talking about our stitching and other stuff. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
We've had a good...
It's come, it's gone. It's actually still happening here.
We had like 3 days straight of Christmas, and it was really fun.
3 days straight of Christmas in a 4-bedroom rambler with 13 people.
It was kind of
14 if you count the newborn baby that was here most of the time.
Yeah, and we did almost everybody kind of had all their gifts here Christmas morning. My brothers, their wives and fiance, and then our family with the 5 of us. So there was a lot of gifts all over, really from Christmas morning on. There still is a lot of gifts all over.
It's a little nutty here, but it's fun. And it's, you know, and I told Dad, I said, you know, it's not so much making the food and stuff that's exhausting to me. It's the constant maneuvering things in this tiny house to make it work. Like we have to always have 2 tables up. Yeah. So we're always bringing a big long table out for dinner and then that
like everything is like 4 extra steps just because the house is small.
I just don't have and I don't have a nice big buffet where I could just leave cookies out on. So we're constantly moving things off the dining room table into my mudroom where there's a chest freezer, and so that's kind of the holding area. And then
it's just like constant, like, okay, now we're doing this, so we have to move everything from last time.
It's
and
the
now we're doing
juggling
this.
and the dance.
That'll be nicer if you move eventually.
I mean, we are going to move eventually when we retire, and then my goal is to have definitely a big dining room, and a big kitchen.
You've never had that. That would be nice. It would make holidays like this way easier.
Yeah.
For you.
Yeah, the food prep isn't the tiring part. I really realized that last year. It's the constant juggling around.
How to cook in a small kitchen when there's a bunch of other junk.
And people want to help, and really can have no more than 2 people in my galley. Yeah. Someday we'll take a picture of my kitchen, but it's pathetic. It's not really small. A kitchen.
It's like a little walkthrough with a couple counters.
Yeah.
I don't know how you've done it this long. It's like, so my kitchen is big, and it's not even as big as some people's kitchens with like a beautiful, mine doesn't have like a nice island in the middle. Someday I would love to have, that's not going to be a reality for me, but my kitchen does have plenty of space for multiple people to work in. Yours does.
Right. And you could even push food prep over into your little,
we have like a ton of table space. So
yeah. But it was a very Merry Christmas, even in spite of 2020, we managed to have a good family time when we did a couple of new kinds of things as a family to kind of new tradition kind of things. It was fun. So, and everybody got what they wanted, I think. And
we just really enjoyed the time together as a family.
And if I could ship you some cookies, I would do that because
we need to get them out.
We're going to purge my kitchen here pretty soon.
Yeah. It's time to stop eating like we're feasting like hippos.
It's like, I just want an egg. I just want a piece of meat.
Just give me a salad now.
I know.
But then I also still want fudge, and I also still want spritz cookies.
I know I haven't had very many of your spritzes. You're going to have to I'm going to have to eat a bunch before you go home, or leave some because those are so yummy with coffee. And
I haven't really eaten any either. I've been drawn towards the chocolate this year. So we didn't get as much. I didn't get as much stitching done as I, probably would have in another week. Yeah. But I still feel like I got enough done that we thought we'd just pop on and do a quick video saying Merry Christmas and show what we have worked on and maybe some of the things we were gifted.
Right. Gifted. I have a few things. And we were going to talk about WIPGO a little bit because WIPGO numbers got called last night in the middle of the night.
And the girls have been stitching all 3, so they all have something to show. So we could pull them over now because they're sitting here patiently waiting. I said Liddy could go first.
How are we going to do? Are they going to go behind us?
I'll just slide back a little tiny bit.
Sit down, put your head in there. There we go. Your hair looks really red with the light shining on it today. And long. You guys don't usually have your hair down.
Probably trim it. I wonder if we might have hair trim.
Yes.
We might just trim it.
And the girls, just so you know, the girls did comb their hair special for you today because it hasn't been combed since Christmas Eve.
Just enjoying doing like nothing since yesterday.
Well, it wasn't a braid, so
and they put clothes on, so we're out of our jammies.
Yesterday was jammies all day. No, actually, yesterday you got dressed.
Christmas
Day we stayed in Christmas jammies.
Yes.
But Liddy finally got
surprise.
going. Ah,
Big surprise.
big
Big
surprise.
surprise.
You want to tell us what?
Guess
it
what it is. No, I'm joking. You can't do that.
is? You can't guess. I mean, you can guess from your home, but it won't. We won't know what you're guessing.
Yeah.
We'll leave some space for you to guess.
Okay.
Okay. Oh no, I showed it.
So what is this? Cloud's Factory. Harry, Ron, and Hermione.
Harry, Ron, and Hermione.
You got Ron. down.
Ron Weasley is finished.
I'm going to show the pattern,
Hold
or
it.
not the pattern, but the picture.
Not only is Ron Weasley finished,
But I started on Harry
but
Potter's hair.
Harry's going
Oh.
too.
Someone's here.
Oh, somebody probably packaged.
Just
So we've been. I don't know.
Delivery
Did we show
guy.
this? Harry Potter. Yeah, it is
Yeah.
Harry, Ron, and Hermione from Cloud's
so I
Factory.
started his hair. It's a
So you
little
stitched
tiny
all
line.
of Ron
But
basically
yeah,
this
I
week,
stitched-
right?
Yeah.
Here, hold it still.
Just like that.
There you
Good
go.
stitching, too.
I know. She
Very
did a great
tight
job.
and neat.
Very neat and
Mhm.
smooth and tight.
It's the neatest I've ever done.
Yeah.
And
looks
it's
good.
the first time that I've done all one way and then the other way. Because I used
Like
to
you
go like,
did this and then back
And
the
back.
other direction,
Mhm.
and you like that
but I
better?
used to go like do do do.
Oh, like sometimes you would cross it over to the left, and sometimes you the top.
Mhm.
Yeah, you were not doing it smooth, but
No,
this
I
time
didn't realize. But this time I have. The
Yeah,
whole
that's
way
why
through.
it looks so nice.
That's why
Your
it looks-
stitches are all going the right same direction.
Let me
Right.
see. Yeah, you're right. You did really good.
Mhm.
I
That does
finished
make
his
a difference
hair
in
in
how
like
smooth it looks.
I finished his hair in like I don't know 15 minutes.
She kind of had the cross stitching bug. In fact, she said she wasn't even going to bring a book to Mimi's because she thought she was going to cross stitch the whole time. But then we got here and she just read the whole time. In all your spare time, you've just been reading. So it's
Did
a
you
good thing
fin-
you brought a book.
Well, and she got
Actually,
a couple
no.
books.
Oh, you
for
got-
I
Christmas.
was
Yeah,
reading the
that's right.
books I got for.
Sorry.
That's right, you
Christmas.
did. Do you have anything to share that you got for Christmas that's related
Yes.
to cross stitching?
Yes.
Okay.
It's in here. I just tucked it in my cross stitch
A
bag.
little bit of gifts related to cross stitch.
I couldn't find my needle.
Your what?
My
Oh,
needle
your
counter.
little needle counter. Your
It's okay.
stitch counter, but
That's
you can
okay.
show that another.
Yeah, they'll poke through. Those are sharp little scissors.
So we got these.
It's a little girl.
Mom got these
Oh, you have a
in
different
Minnesota
one.
last year when we were there for my other grandma's funeral, not the one who passed away this year, but who
Her
passed away last year.
arms are going
What was
like
the name
that.
of the
Okay,
it's
so
Stephen
the
B's
Stephen
store?
B.
Is
He's
it called
a
Stephen B?
yarn
And I
store
got a
owner and knitter. He does a lot of collaborations with Stephen West.
Case.
A lot of designing
Mhm.
yarn.
And he has
So
a
anyway,
really amazing, quirky store. And it happened to be just
How
down the
cute that
road
is.
from our Airbnb. I never thought I'd ever get to go to his store. And they had these adorable scissors.
He's just doing this.
So I
Yeah.
bought them and I
That's
forgot
cute.
about them last Christmas. So I found them and they each got a
And we
You're
got a
thinking that,
needle
honey,
and they're all a
counter.
little different.
We got a needle counter,
A
but I
little-
can't find mine.
pin
stitch counter,
counter.
the pin.
Not
It's
needle.
in the stuff. I'm sure we'll
Yeah.
find it later.
Yeah, I looked through all the bags and
So there you go.
There you go. So that's
what
Liddy's
we-
stuff.
Good job, Liddy. It was so beautiful. I told her she could probably have the whole thing done by next week if she
I
wanted.
know.
It
and
sounded
I told
like
her
you
when
were,
she-
like,
and I told her
choking
when
up,
she got
like-
started on it, she'd be excited about it.
Okay. How about
Okay.
you hop off my lap, drama queen?
Okay. Next person's turn.
Let's go, Millie, next. Let's go in order of age.
Okay.
Okay.
second.
Mm-hmm.
Right here.
Okay. So, hey, where'd the stitching go? What was
You
that?
lost the fabric
Yeah.
with the stitching on it.
Yeah.
Well, maybe
it
we
in
should
there?
let Rosie go first.
Okay.
While you go look for it.
No, it's not.
Where did it go?
Where did it go? Okay, Rosie, you come next while Millie looks for her stitching.
I have 3 things to
Okay,
show.
Rosie will go next anyway. You have what to show? 3 things?
3
Do you need
things.
to hold something?
No.
Set it there. Oh, okay. So I talked about this last week when Rosie wasn't with us.
Uh-huh.
And I said we would show it this week because I didn't have it down. I didn't want her to see it. Right? But I made this for her. For
She got her
Christmas. She
hood.
got a little hood too.
Now you can wear it outside when you're doing your chores and it's cold.
And she said after opening up several gifts, she said, "This is my favorite thing I've opened so far." It made me so happy.
Yeah.
And I don't think you took it off all of Christmas Day.
She wore it. Yeah.
So it has a few different colors of yarn in it. This pink and blue is running throughout. And then I did a stripe of gold and pink. And then this has a little of that sparkly stellina in it. This is just Lion brand thick and quick yarn. So it's not really expensive yarn or anything. You can just get it at Joann's.
Mhm.
So, but I had never stitched anything with this cute stripey one. And it turned out really,
Cute.
really cute.
Turned out really
What else do you have to show?
Stitching is last.
What?
Stitching is
Your
last.
question will be last. You also got scissors like the ones Liddy had, but then I got these for you because I forgot you had those and I knew she didn't have any cross stitch scissors. So we feel neat.
Yeah. Nice.
Really sharp.
Yep. We never have too many scissors
Mm-hmm.
ever.
And what else do you have to show?
Did you stitch?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. This is that free. This is also, we've talked about this a few weeks. This is that free design from Doreen Jones, her garden stitch along. So this is another part of it. I feel okay sharing them because
Yeah.
they're free on her Facebook page. You
At
can go to her
Hedgehog.
photos and find it. So here's the pattern, and she's working on just a hedgie. Hedgehog.
Better make sure you start that on the right spot.
I
or you're
know.
gonna
I
end
better
up with
double
this
check that to make sure it's not upside
Yeah.
down or anything.
Same problem Millie had with that kit.
Yeah, I check. It's not upside down.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Good
Got a
stitching.
good start.
Good work. Now you can put these scissors away. Here.
Put 'em in
The one problem with these ones I got at Hobby Lobby is the little thing doesn't stay on it very good. It just
Isn't it?
slides off.
No.
You can order those on
it's
Amazon.
just
I
not-
have some extras that are small. Well, the ones that I bought for the girls is I gave them are maybe a little bit tighter, a little
Yeah.
thicker.
Okay.
They came like in a 6-pack. So
Oh, interesting.
yeah. Okay. Pie from Rosie.
Millie found hers.
Millie
Here she
Found my
comes.
painting.
Here
Okay.
comes number 3. Whoa. Going
Sorry
for a
if you-
little tornado ride.
Motion sick there.
So you're working on this again.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got it
I
started.
did the rectangle, and now
Mhm.
I'm working on the border, the fox.
Is this Woodland Friends or Forest Friends? I can't
Woodland.
remember.
It's Woodland Friends by Cheryl McKinnon of Tiny Modernist, and it was in Just Cross Stitch October 2019, I think.
Mhm. At least a year.
It was like a year ago.
So, you hold it.
Sure. So she stitched the raccoon. If you've watched before, you watched her progress on that every week.
I did.
Oh, wow, Millie. I haven't even seen this since we got the
Look
first
at
little square
you.
done. You did that in like 3 days. Oh,
Yeah.
cut border. Good job. It's going to be really cute.
It's going to be really cute.
I spelled it wrong. Someone isn't going to have an organization problem like her mommy.
I also
And,
got,
oh, is yours different? Are each of them different?
mine has red hair.
Yeah, they're all different.
They all have red hair, maybe.
What are you looking for now?
The counter thing.
Oh, you have your
I
little.
put it in here.
I just saw it.
It's cool.
I see it. But
You
it's
will-
tangled
you
up.
Get your little
Okay,
notions
but maybe
back
you
now.
might have a little floss problem like your mom.
Okay.
Sorry. Here we go.
Okay. So
Yeah, we do. She has a couple little ones.
Mhm.
I
Let me get that.
got some scissors.
She got the redheaded girl.
Cute.
And I got a stitch counter.
Actually,
Mhm.
look at this.
Cool.
Yeah, like
And
Sloths
sloths.
are my favorite animal.
sloth.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
to go
got
with it,
uh,
like a big project storage bag.
With little
I
sloths.
kind of
on
figured
it.
you could keep your cross stitch and your knitting. You have more than one cross stitch project, so
That'll hold a lot.
look how
'cause it
cute that
sticks
is.
Out.
There's all these pockets on every side. There's 1 to 2 pockets. It's nice and deep. I loved this. I knew I had to get it for you when I saw it at
and
Hobby
there's a
Lobby.
little pocket.
A little
A
zipper
little
pocket
zipper
for your
pocket.
scissors and stuff, so you don't lose those.
So cute.
That'd be
I kinda
perfect.
want one with that shape.
Yeah. It's a nice shape, actually.
So there you go. That's everything.
Okay, you gonna take it?
Here, sweet. There you
Did you
go.
put this in there too?
Scoot back up a little bit.
There you go.
Oops.
There. So they were more productive because they weren't actually getting a whole family ready for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
So they had time to stitch.
I know. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
So they got stuff to share. Just falling down.
Okay. I found something actually from the vault, and I've
Okay,
talked
good. I don't
about
have
this for a while because it goes along with our stitch along, Barbara
Oh, yeah.
Richards.
Barbara
or
Rougeau Richards.
Richards. And it's called That's Sweethearts. Well, it's not behind me right now because I got the
We
Christmas
always
one.
point at that because
Sweethearts
usually on
back
that
there.
wall.
Anyway,
now-
I could not find this. I
Maybe
knew I had
she's not.
stitched it. I finally found this. I don't even know when I did it. And I'm sure
Oh,
it was
so cute.
probably, I know this one was in a magazine, but I finally found it.
So
I hope to
pretty.
get it in a frame this year in time for spring.
Just frame it. Regular
Mhm.
frame.
Yeah. Well,
So
I might not
pretty.
be able to actually. I
I'm
might not.
wondering what size.
Yeah, I might have to actually make this into a little pillow.
You could put it on like,
Or-
you
or
could
I
do it on
could.
sticky board on top of another
I could do that.
framed.
I could do that if I got, or I could, yeah, make it a flat fold kind of, or a flat thing and then hang it.
Oh yeah, that would
Anyway,
work
but
too.
look at that striping.
So cute.
That was really amazing.
No, that's a lot of striping and shading and
Mhm.
different
Anyway,
colors.
I like it as much as I like the Sweethearts one. It's just something about it. So I
Yeah.
finally, you guys, I looked everywhere for this thing. I went up in the attic. I was looking through old crates, but I knew I had seen it downstairs, and it was actually curled up in a basket with all my whips on top of it.
Oh.
And so when I was preparing for WIPGO and Baringo, I was getting all my whips out to see what I wanted to put in, and I thought,
see.
there it is. I found
Oh, interesting.
And then one of my goals for this next week or two is to get this framed. It's Alicia Paulson's. This was her series a year ago.
What were these called?
We'll link.
Yeah, I'll link to this
don't
design. I
even know
forget
what
what
she-
it's called now.
but-
Winter.
Yeah, this goes along with the pieces that we've been showing that we had already done. There was the autumn piece with the big tree and this little squirrel, the toadstool, tea party.
Yeah,
Things
I'm,
of
like, racking
spring,
my
not
brain.
things of spring, but and then we had the spring one with the little
just look it up
girl,
and
yeah,
see
on the
right here.
green fabric, and then there was
Yeah, it's her whole series.
summer one with Summer Storm.
Okay, here I'm
Yeah.
just looking it up, and then I have to go close that door where they're listening.
I'll go close it while you're looking it up here.
Okay, here I'll just pause it.
So it's called
Okay.
First Snow.
First Snow by Alicia Paulson.
My snowflakes don't pop real well, but on here. But anyway, it's sweet.
They do a little more in person though.
Yeah.
It's probably the lighting.
I love the berries. I have little berry picks all over my house. So that's going to get framed because when I take my Christmas down, probably in a couple days, I usually do it New Year's Eve day. And I have a lot of wintry stuff that I put up. So this will
Yeah,
go up.
That's what I do too. I don't think I've put that out yet, but it will come out when I do my January.
There's also that other one that she did that was Christmas. It was kind
Merry
of
and
wintry,
Bright.
Merry and Bright.
That one I did put up. It's a little more
Mhm.
Christmassy, but I'll leave it up.
That I'm
through
going to
winter.
put up in my office here at home. I'm going to put it in
That'll be
there.
cute.
Yeah, so that is kind of from the vault, kind of. I finished that winter one last year, the year before last. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably 2 years ago.
Okay, so what'd you stitch?
Yeah, I don't have any from the vault. So I stitched mainly on with my needle and thread. Brenda Gervais had posted a freebie. I don't actually have a photo of it, but it doesn't matter because I have it finished, I guess.
Smarty Pants actually got to finish.
So remember a few weeks ago when I was here, I said,
For my
I think
birthday.
I might go, I think I have fabric. I think I might start that. And then I enjoyed stitching it so much. Did I show it last week? I did. I showed it last week. I had a little bit done. Anyway, I finished it. Not yesterday, but the day. Yeah,
And we're
yesterday.
Very
Yesterday morning.
fancy. We did not iron.
No, oh no. Who has time for ironing? Come on. You can tell I really had it folded nicely too. And my here it is all finished though.
It's so cute. And I am actually going to continue working on it, even though Christmas is over.
Trying to get it so the light is less weird. But there we go.
Behind it.
It's more just the wrinkles are showing. So I changed the colors a little bit. Might help though. Because I just used what I had on hand. I wasn't gonna try and order and I don't have an LNS that I could go get.
We're real pros here.
So I used Cherry Cobbler. I think that's
Mhm.
I don't know if that's a week's. I got it right here. It's a classic Colorworks. I used this on Santa and the poinsettias. And the variegation doesn't
Turned
show
out
up great
nice,
there,
though.
but it turns out, yeah, I really like
This
it.
is
I'm
cute
not
as
sure
the original.
it matters at all. The
Uh,
variegation shows up really nicely, even more in person.
might be just a little bit
And
pinker.
I think I did the other red in the stripes. I think that's the color that she gave for the conversion, DMC conversion for him. But I wanted him and the poinsettias to be a little pinkier red, like a little more traditional Christmas, brighter red. So, but I did like the look of this red with that red. So I kept it. I think this is 3777. And that's the red I used on the little cranberry string. So that's the main thing I stitched this week, but I did a little bit other stitching, just really nothing else. A little bit this morning, I guess. I pulled out to work on a wintry piece that I would like to get done, and it will go up. Probably won't have it done this January, but I'd love to have it by next January for like my winter after Christmas. It's that Toile sampler, and it's out of this book, the Cross Better Homes and Gardens, a cross stitch Christmas. Here it is. This is it. Oh, sorry. This is it all finished. Really pretty motifs.
I love little slippers.
And so I've been working just kind of from the top down, across, like over, across, and then down. I'm working on this reindeer or deer, whatever.
It's called a deer.
Yeah, I finished this flower this week, and then I started on the deer. I had to tear it out this morning. I would have had more done, but I missed a stitch way up here after I had stitched all that. And I didn't, I stitched the antler and then the head, and then I went back and worked on this antler and realized I was off after that. So I had to rip all the head back and then put it back in. But
that's not fun.
It's just a sweet little simple, clean lines. I don't know, just feel like it would look really nice in January. I have a lot of blue and white. I kind of go with blue, white, and green into January, February, and then I start to add pops of red for February with Valentine's Day. That's all I really stitched this week. And I knit some. I guess I knit Rosie's hood. Oh, well, I guess that was finished, so I didn't knit much actually. But I started this hat. So last year, again, when we were in Minnesota, which we just talked about with those scissors, I bought a kit of yarn to make this hat trick. Picture's not really great. I'm going to turn it around and show. So you can kind of see, I'm trying not to show like the pattern much.
Yeah.
But I ended up with, I don't know where the pinks, oh, here it is. Here's the white, and I've got Mom actually cast on because I was having a really hard time getting it to join.
For those people that think that I abuse her and use her for sorting my flosses and kits, I redeem myself by casting
I
that
tried
on
like
around.
8 times. I cast on the stitches and tried to join it for magic loop in the round, which if you don't know what that is, that's okay. It's just a knitting technique for joining, and I have had more trouble doing that in the last several like things I've made like this. So I think I really tried 8 times. I did it, mess it up, took it all off the needles.
You have
did
to
it,
really,
mess it up.
this is what you have to do.
I don't know
You
what
have
the
to
trouble
really
was
watch
exactly.
this end while you're starting it. You got to make sure this
I know.
end doesn't twist.
I do. I'm like, it's not
just-
twisted. And then it's somewhere in the process of actually joining the yarn that I know I'm messing up.
Yeah.
So here's the contrasting. It'll be the
Pretty.
white with this. And
Wow.
I love it. It's so pretty. The designer it's Mode Knit yarn. It's from the UK, but it's hand dyed with love and care in Minnesota. So it actually was dyed in Minnesota
And
somewhere near the.
what was amazing to us was that this was like a yarn store in the Mall of
Yeah.
America. It wasn't even like
I know.
in a mall, a yarn store in a
In a
mall.
mall. That maybe is just the Midwest.
Did I
Maybe there's
find-
enough crafters to sustain
I
that
don't
kind
know,
of
because that
hobby.
mall is not cheap, I'm sure, to have.
I know. It was
lease
really
there.
fun to poke around in there.
Yeah.
Bought several things there.
I think I have to have bought something in there. I just don't remember.
Do you remember the name of the store?
I don't.
Me either. But it's
And who knows if it's even still there, if it even survived
yeah,
2020.
I know. I didn't look it up. So that's truly all I worked on. That little
Okay.
bit of knitting.
Oh.
But I worked almost monogamously on that other thing several nights after I would get all my wrapping done. I'd stay up a little extra and cross stitch.
Me, not so much.
No.
I had a couple
But
nights.
you were also hosting, so you had
I
like
know.
a house to get
I had
ready
a
and
couple
stuff.
nights that I just. What night was it? In fact, the 23rd, before everybody was going to start the shenanigans.
Yeah.
I felt pretty good. I had taken that day off, but I had done a lot of food prep during the day, and so the evening I didn't have a whole lot of, I didn't have anything I had to do, and we were watching
just
TV. I was too tired. I started to stitch, and then I just said, don't feel
Yeah.
like doing it. But what I did work on a little bit this week, because it was
Oh.
on my magazine monthly,
Mm,
was my Things of Autumn.
cute.
I started
love
that
that
pumpkin down there.
Mm. You're far ahead of me.
Am I?
I think so.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I'm on that leaf.
Oh, okay. So I started, oh, and he's not been rolled up nicely. Look at that. It looks like one of Sarah's pieces.
Haha.
I did the pumpkin. I don't think I've started the second color yet. Just one color.
Cute.
But he's gonna have a fill in. But that's what I did. That's one thing I did.
Here, look at me.
Just gonna roll it for me. Show them the finished product.
Ta-da.
Ta-da.
I do know how. I have been doing it more.
Well, linen just gets so wrinkly.
I know. I think that's why it feels like it's not even worth
If
it.
it's Aida, I tend to, if it's a stiff
I think
Aida,
Ada
just
kind of
fold
folds
it.
easier
Mhm.
too.
I
Linen just,
did.
it's so wrinkly that folding is hard.
I did work on. I forgot something, but it probably isn't worth it. I did work on Things of Winter. I worked on that sweater.
That's what I'm on too.
And I have a feeling
I didn't work on it this
that
week.
I showed part of the sweater. I'm sure I did. So look,
Mhm.
I was so excited.
Oh,
I got the sweater done. And then I realized
Oh,
the
no.
sweater is not done because the second half of the bottom half of the chart is the rest of the sweater. What a cute little crop top.
Well, you could leave it a little crop sweater.
And then I realized something's wrong here. And there's more detail on the cuffs.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
There's just a little extra color on it.
So yeah, not so impressive after all.
Wow, I finished a whole motif. Oh wait, that chart is cut in half. That was so impressive.
I was so impressed with myself for about 2 seconds until I pulled the next bottom chart out to see what I was going to do next. And I'm like, wait a minute,
What new motif do I get to do?
part of a sweater down there.
Oh, I have a sweater on this next chart.
I thought there was only one sweater on this chart. Oh, brother. And I think, to be honest, folks, that is what I worked on.
Yeah.
I did knit a little bit, but it's really like, again, it's the black ribbing that goes on forever. I need to do 4
But
inches.
the yarn is
Yeah.
so pretty though.
It is
Look
starting
at
to
that.
really show the tone. It's, what is it? Not variegated, but tonal.
Self-striping? I don't know.
It's not
Tonal?
really a
Is it tonal when
stripe.
it's the same color
I
but just a
know.
different?
I mean, you can see it a little bit. You can see, oops, pull it back a little bit. I had it.
Hmm.
You can see a little bit of the
Yeah,
gray
there you
in
go.
it. Kind of a lighter, not gray, but yeah, I really do
Yeah,
love it.
different
And
shade
then
of the same dark.
I think I've shown, but I'll show it again. This will be the body of my hat.
Oh yeah, that's
That's the
really pretty.
rib.
Pretty.
Yeah, because I tend to go with black or gray coats.
Ribbing is not fun to stitch very much.
And I have a hard
It's a
time if I
lot.
stop in the middle of a row on this. I can't remember if I was doing. I have to really look to see if I was doing pearls or knits because they blend in with that black yarn.
Dark. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I think, other than haul, that's about it.
Yeah. You want to show your haul? Or you want me to do my
Yeah,
haul?
I can show my haul.
Christmas gift haul. You might have some purchase haul too.
I have some purchase haul.
I don't, but
I'm just gonna call myself out on this one because somebody else that I watched or saw on Instagram did the same thing. I got this lovely package in the mail from Everything Cross Stitch, who I don't even remember ordering from. And I got these lovely flosses, and I'm not even sure what they're for.
they're pretty though.
I actually think they were for my
Well, the
this white
gray
lightning.
looks. Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't you just use that white lightning
Yeah,
on something
this
else?
I figured out really that it went to my magazine monthly focus piece, which was the snowman
Yes. Yeah, that's what
with
you were just
winter
showing
piece
us.
on it. Yeah, and I think what I did was I ordered these, and I'm sure. And then I thought I ordered them, and I've never ordered from Everything Cross Stitch before, but I thought, well, give them a try. And then I think I had to go to my LNS for something, or I wanted to on my day off that week. And when I went, I just went ahead and picked them up because she had all 4 of them, and I totally had forgotten that I placed this order. This order took forever
Yeah,
to get to me, though.
You already have that piece like mostly stitched.
Yeah. So anyway, I got it to add to my stash because I don't have those colors. So
Pretty.
that came, and then I think I mentioned last week that I had ordered fabric for my Joyful World SAL. I now have 2 pieces of it.
But you realized you had ordered it for something else though. You were going to do something else on that small piece,
Okay,
but you
I
got
am. I'm
confused.
doing the small, I ordered, okay, so what it is called Stormy Night. I
It is
do
pretty.
really love it.
Yeah,
It's
that
it's
is good.
Lugana fabric, Stormy Night, 32
Let's
count.
see.
And you can kind of see the modeling on it.
The
And what I
modeling
did
is
was
pretty.
I thought I had ordered this big piece
Kind
because
of
I'm
blue.
doing
That's
Sarah's Joyful World. Well, it's not hers, but she showed it.
the same,
but
that big piece that
right.
I've done.
And I'd also ordered a smaller piece
Oh,
for
man, look at that.
a different piece that I want to do this
Smells
year.
weird.
I know.
I've never
And
smelled
so the
those
smaller piece came, and I thought, well, what the heck? I didn't order this small piece for that Joyful World, not realizing I had ordered this. Oh, yeah,
Look at
there
that.
we go.
Oh, that is so pretty. It's like ocean waves.
Mhm. Anyway, so then I had gone online, and I thought, well,
Let's
shoot,
do
I need to
this
quick
one.
order this because I want to start this in January. And so I ordered the bigger piece.
Which is this one, right?
And after I ordered it, a little
Wow,
while
it's so
later, I
pretty.
went online and checked my orders, my order history. I actually had another piece of this coming already.
And you were like, why did I order this small,
I know.
tiny piece? That's when,
But-
that's the situation last week when we recorded. You said,
Wow.
I ordered the small piece and I don't know why I did that, but you
And I
ordered it
did.
for something else.
I
But
did.
what was
It's
it?
for, remember,
Your Christmas fairy girl or your
she came with fabric.
sunflower
Fairy.
fairy.
Yeah. I
Your
ordered it.
other
Yeah.
Mirabilia. So
But
yeah, it's pretty.
this goes into my other haul because then I've got this lovely big piece of fabric, and Sarah
For Joyful
gave me-
World.
well,
No.
one for Joyful World, but I got two.
Oh, are you thinking of stitching this on the
Yes.
other piece? That's gonna be pretty.
So I had wanted this so bad ever since Carolyn Zook showed it, and then other people have been doing these
This is pretty.
Quakers.
I like this one
This,
too.
I mean, they're all beautiful, but this autumn Quaker, because I'm such an autumn girl,
It's Rosewood Manor.
it's Rosewood Manor. It is to die for, and it's Valdani, and I've never used Valdani, and she bought me the Valdani threads to go fit this. Oh my gosh! And then I realized last night that wouldn't that be gorgeous on this fabric?
That'll be really pretty. I didn't realize you were thinking of doing that. That works out perfectly.
Well, I didn't until like yesterday. I was thinking, what am I going to do with these?
So you're not going to stitch your
Joyful
sunflower
World.
fairy on the littler one?
These are both big, honey. I have
Oh,
two pieces of
huge ones?
huge ones. These
But
are
did
both
a
the
small
same-
one come too?
Yeah. So what happened
You
was
reordered.
I reordered. I didn't realize. So I had
Oh.
thought when that small one came, I forgot that I had ordered one for
and you
Sunflower
thought you just
Fairy.
ordered the wrong size.
I
So
thought
then
I'd-
you went on.
And so I
I
got on
understand.
there without checking my order
love this
history. And these are so cute. They come in this box, and
Isn't this gorgeous?
I've never used Valdani. I've never used silks. Anyway, and so I went and quick ordered one before they sold out of the big pieces. And then
I see.
another
I
day
wasn't
or so
listening
later,
very
I
well,
did an
guess.
order history because I was checking on things that she got that she's going to show. And I thought, wait a minute, I now have two pieces of this big fabric coming because I had actually ordered the small one and the big one. The big one just was in a
So
different
now you have
order.
3 of the same color.
Right, but
But
only,
it's such a pretty fabric.
but only two
look
of
at
that. I
that.
love it, and only two of the big pieces. And I don't know how big this Rosewood Manor. I'm hoping it'll be big
Oh my
enough.
gosh, I'm sorry. I'm just like drooling over these
They're
gorgeous
so
threads.
gorgeous. And actually, see, I already had kind of figured I was going to buy those Valdanis for my Sunflower Fairy. That's a Nora
These?
Corbett. Yeah, not those specific ones.
Oh.
It needs like 6 of them. And I was kind of on the fence about it. I was maybe going to try to figure out a conversion. But now that I see them, I'm going to order them. I'm
They're
just going to
super
order
pretty.
them.
It was really fun. I had a really fun time. I just got really excited when I
Did you have to
decided to buy
pick them
them.
out separately, or did they?
No,
oh,
it was a
a
kit.
Yeah.
It was a kitted up on 1, 2, 3 Stitch. You had a link to it on your wish
Yes,
list.
I did. That's right.
So
But oh my word.
really pretty.
Oh my word. So that was my
Yeah.
one Christmas haul. And then my husband looked at my wish
Mm.
list, and I put this on Amazon, my Amazon wish list. But is that not so cute? I love birds anyway. I don't know why I love birds. I don't really love birds out in the wild, but I really love bird things.
So this is what it comes with. Like
Yeah,
the
it's
blue
on
fabric.
Ada, and it's on Ada, so it's going to be
It's
easier
kind
to
of nice.
stitch on.
And this is all half stitches.
The trees are all half
Trees are
stitches?
all half stitches.
That's a
Even
lot.
no, that's back stitching on the green, but
Mhm.
the rest of it is all half stitches, which I really enjoy half stitches. I feel like
Love
I
that.
fly through half stitches
Yeah.
on my like dimensions kit. Yeah, isn't
Yeah.
that cute?
And the threads
She's
are
so
already
cute.
sorted, so Sarah doesn't have to do that. before
I
she
know
goes
they
home.
already came like in this
Mhm.
little
Yeah.
I know. I love that about Dimensions, how they do that.
Mhm.
I don't know how you release these from the,
You just take the back off of
you
them.
just pull on it. Maybe you just pull it out. They're like on a sticky.
Oh, I don't know. I'll have to read the instructions.
Yeah, the directions will tell you how to do that.
Hopefully.
That's not how
But
mine have ever come. Mine have always come
Pretty
loose.
blue. So anyway, I just thought that would be a fun piece
That's
to
really
have.
cute.
Which then now
Mm-hmm.
makes me think about my WIPGO, because this is the deal. WIPGO numbers, if you're doing WIPGO, she called them last night.
Mm-hmm.
And actually I cracked up because I went back and watched her WIPGO video, because she talks about the extra free space of 13. She
And
goes,
like, it's never going to happen.
it's highly unlikely that that will ever
I
be
know.
pulled in January. Usually that comes in the middle of the summer or whenever, when you really need to push and get a gimme. It's basically a
Yeah.
free space and you get a free X. It's in the middle of the chart. So if you're close to a bingo going certain ways, it can maybe give you a bingo. She called it for January. It was the drop.
the free space.
And so for me, the other numbers were, I think it was 6 and 18,
Mhm.
would be this kit that I bought a while ago. And it is, I had put this on my WIPGO.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
really torn now, and I'm actually thinking I'm going to stick with it.
Oh, you switched. You changed your mind again?
Yeah.
You have to keep changing your mind.
This was what I put on my WIPGO.
So you
This
were going to
kit.
do this. This was one of
Mhm.
your numbers that got called.
Kitted up.
This morning when we talked about it, like 2 hours ago, she was going to switch
I
for
was gonna
sure.
put
And she was
this
going to
on
do
it.
that instead of this.
Then I looked at this, and it's
It is
just
so
so
pretty.
lovely. It's so lovely.
I know that's.
And
really
so
pretty.
I'm kind of thinking I'm going to stick with that.
These are not all half stitches. Well,
No,
the white
they-
is all half stitches.
And it comes on it comes with a pretty bluey gray
That is really pretty though.
Ada. I
It's
mean,
gonna be
the
nice.
nice thing is they are Ada. They're not on like
Mhm.
32 or 36 count. So
Yeah,
I
what
could
is it,
still-
18 or something? 16.
16, which I used to love 16 count. And this
Nice.
one is
14 count. Oh, nice.
even bigger.
That'll be easy to stitch.
Yeah, this piece is
It's gonna be big.
it big? I don't know.
14 count light blue Ada. The
Yeah, but I
finished
don't think it's that
design
big of a.
is this 12" by 9" the size of the.
I haven't done a kit for a long time.
That's probably the 12 by 9.
Anyway,
Well, I don't know.
right now
I've
I'm
done that.
leaning towards doing winter cardinals, but when it comes down to starting something, you can't start until January 1st.
Oh,
So I've got another week to jimmy my thoughts around, but it'll be
Oh,
one of
yeah.
these. And then my other WIPGO piece that I pulled is my Forest Queen, which I'll just show really quick
oh yeah.
for anybody that's new. I don't have a good color picture of her. She's busy. There's a lot going on in that pattern.
Yes, there is.
A lot.
It's kind of like that Marion Minty. Looks like it's going to be just, a couple little things, but
Uh-huh.
each thing is big.
So this is how far
Oh.
I've gotten previously to her. So I've got her little face done.
So that's the one you'll work on in
Yeah.
January as a focus piece.
Mhm. Yeah, along with the Baringo pieces.
Along with your Baringo pieces.
That they haven't
And
called those yet.
we both set the same WIPGO goal. What is it? 8 hours on a piece.
Yeah, I
total?
got my board here. What did
So that's like 16 hours of stitching on those two pieces.
I
Mhm.
picked 8 hours a month for each product.
I think
Each
I did
project.
that too.
So 8 hours on Forest Queen. And if on a good night, if I start stitching like at 6 in the evening and stitch till 10, I've gotten 4 of those 8 hours done.
You get to stitch from 6 to 10 every evening. I'm so jealous.
I could.
I don't get to stitch until 9, and then I have to like.
The jury's out on whether I actually do that, since I don't seem to ever have any finished projects.
Are you watching TV while you stitch?
Yeah,
So your stitching might be slow.
yeah. Anyway, and my prize for every bingo is a new project bag this year. I'm not rewarding myself with more patterns, because that's just going to happen. And keep in mind that she's going to have WIPGO weekends. So if you're interested in that,
What's
watch
that
her
mean?
video.
I'm a newbie. Tell me what a
Did you
WIPGO
watch her
weekend is.
video?
Not her recent one yet. I watched the original one, but I don't remember
WIPGO
saying
week,
anything about that.
the second full weeks of the month. She's gonna pull. How does that work? It sounded really exciting at the time.
Oh, well, go watch her videos. Oh,
Yeah,
we'll talk about it next
you,
week.
You have a starting thread in the WIPGO Facebook group, and then I don't remember how you choose what piece you're going to work on. Maybe you just get to randomly choose whatever. Maybe it's that month's piece, or maybe it's a different month. I can't remember, you guys. It's been a while. It's been a couple
There's
weeks.
another aspect to the game.
Yeah, and then you show a starting point
And then
for that weekend, and you just choose how much you want to work on it, and then you do an ending piece. And like if you say, I'm
Mm.
going to stitch 4 hours or whatever, then at the end of the weekend, you show up, you also then add to that string. So all your posts are in one string under your name.
Right.
She looks to see if you did it. And then I think she's drawing for prizes, or you
Oh,
get,
so
you
it's
get
kind of a
an
game.
entry into a prize drawing at the end of the year. She really wanted to
I
do
see.
prizes this year, but it's really hard to like do, you know, because people's goals are different and some people have less time to
You
stitch.
do.
So this way it was more of a drawing. So anyway, WIPGO
Fun. That
weekend.
sounds fun.
Yeah, and that is, I'll just show this. I don't have very much other haul. Oh, I do have a little bit of haul because when I ordered Sarah's, which she's going to show you, I had to order a couple things for myself because
Had to.
had to. So I went on a Lily Violet kick. I picked up
So
'Tis the
cute.
Season. I don't know. I really love
It's
that
really cute.
piece. I love this little thing she's got going down here.
You mean the border thing?
The little garlandy thing.
You're
yeah.
gonna love stitching that. It's like a border. It's
No,
not
it's
really like a
not.
border though. It's a garland.
Yes, that's a garland. And then
It's cute.
this one just kind of cracked me up. It's 3 little angels. 2 of them are carrying cakes. It's called Let It Snow. One's down here. And they're
Under
just
the
sweet.
Pine bough.
I love her bows. I guess I
I
just really
know.
love the way she does her snow and her bows and her
I
pine
know.
cones.
They are always really cute.
So those came for me along with, and then, yeah. So then that's it.
Okay. Well, first, since it's on top,
Oh,
you didn't show this, but I
didn't
will.
show it.
So my Aunt Nancy, which is my dad's brother's wife, who lives in Minnesota. We're talking about Minnesota a lot today. I love Minnesota. We love you if you're in Minnesota. Kind of wish I was in Minnesota today. I don't know why. Maybe to go to
Snow.
maybe snow. Actually, I think there's snow at our house. So we're
I
kind of
know,
sad that
poor
we're missing
Sarah.
it. So hopefully there'll be some left. But anyways, my Aunt Nancy watches us every week and sent us a little Christmas gift. I should take it out.
Yeah.
And
I
a
know.
little sweet card. So thank you, Aunt Nancy.
I know.
Mom has the same thing, but hers is just in the other room. So she sent us a little needle minder with sunflowers because we've talked a lot about sunflowers this year because of my grandma
Mhm.
loving sunflowers. And then look at this cute
Needle minder
she
had
did
made.
us. That was such a fun surprise.
So they did
Thank
arrive.
you so much.
Yeah,
they
did arrive
arrived
the day
yesterday.
after. Yeah.
Or maybe, yeah, it was yesterday that we
Yeah.
opened them.
And the funny
So-
thing about Aunt Nancy is that, well, here it's not really funny. Well, some of it's funny, but not
Funny thing about you, Aunt
interesting. The
Nancy.
interesting thing about my sister-in-law was that we did not have a lot of contact with my husband's family while we were all raising our kids. We lived here in Washington. They lived in Minnesota. We didn't have the income to travel very often. We went a couple times when I had 3 kids. We never went back with all 4 of our kids. And so, the brothers talked a little bit, but over the year that they were taking care of their mom's last year of life with their sister down in Albuquerque, they kind of reconnected. And we went back for Nancy's daughter's wedding in 2000 something.
18 probably? Was
18.
it the year before Grandma passed away? Well, sometime in the
Yes.
last couple of years.
No, it might have been 19. No, it was
In
19.
the spring.
We went in the spring of 19, and then
Yeah, that's right.
my husband's mom died in
October.
October of 19. Anyway,
Yeah.
so we had gone to and kind of just had a great time reconnecting with my nieces and nephews that live back in Minnesota, and my sister-in-laws and my brother-in-laws. And then when we went back, then when my mother-in-law died, we all went back in November of last year of 2019, and my kids were all able to go. The only spouse that wasn't able to go was Sarah's husband,
We couldn't
Jesse.
really afford for Jesse and
Yeah.
all the girls to come along, so
A
I
lot.
just went solo.
Yeah. But then my kids got to reconnect with their Minnesota cousins, and we just had a really great time.
Yeah, it was really fun.
And Nancy, I knew was a quilter. I've known for a long time that she was a quilter, and I knew that she crocheted because I have a baby blanket of yours. I maybe gave it to you.
I might have it in the
That she
yeah.
crocheted years and years and years and years ago. But I don't think I ever knew she cross stitched. And apparently, well, I did know because I showed a bell pull that she showed me, but I didn't. That she gave me one year, but I don't think I ever really remembered that she cross stitched like avidly. And she's picked it back up kind of like I did. And she is like cross stitching like crazy, and I see her name pop up on different Facebook groups that I'm on. I'm like, Nancy Gatz, what are you doing on Stash Unlimited or Stash and Load?
I'm not on that one.
With some of the unloading stash groups, I've seen her name pop up. So she
So basically what we're saying is, Aunt Nancy, is that you need to start a Flosstube so we can watch you.
go. And her daughters are really crafty too. And anyway, it's been fun. She sent us a really nice note. She watches us on Monday morning. She works from home also. So I think she maybe has it on while she's working, or Tuesdays. We don't always get ours up on Monday, but
Usually we have it up Sunday
anyway.
night. That's
Thank
what
you,
my goal is.
Nancy. And I'm glad that we make your Mondays a
Yeah.
little brighter.
Thank you for thinking of us. That was
Yeah.
really special. And then the other thing that I got was related to the Snow Queen that I got for my birthday. I got the Snow Queen from Mirabilia. I don't have the pattern with me, but if you can easily look it up, or I'll link it. Mirabilia Snow Queen. I love it. It's kind of my like dream thing to stitch. So I got the pattern and most of the beads for my birthday in September. And then I was planning to start it in 2021. So I wasn't too rushed to get the rest of the things. So when we were talking, here's one of the other beads. So when we were talking about
diadem,
oh my
jewel
gosh,
thing.
I mean,
Gorgeous.
I've never stitched anything like this before. So Mom said, tell me what fabric and what else you want. So I looked it up, and this is vintage Belfast linen.
Guys,
What is
this is
this?
going to
It's
be
a Lugana?
so stunning.
I don't know why I just said Lugana. It's a linen. I
It's a
just said
linen.
that. Okay, so I decided to go on it really dark. I might regret it, but
Okay,
I
gosh,
don't think I'm going to, because when it's finished, it's going to be
I just have to show
just
you.
unbelievable. And I saw one other example of it online when I was trying to decide what to do on black or like a really, really dark navy blue. And I immediately thought I have to do it on a dark fabric. But I'm thinking I'm going to have to figure out I'm going to have to use a hoop, I think, to keep it tight, and then put my light either under it or put something light underneath with my light shining on it, on the whole thing. Because I just don't know if I'm going to work on it unless I have a system arranged. But it's what is this, 32 count, and it's so beautiful. What was did I say what it's called?
Gothic.
This is Gothic.
Right.
Yeah, yes, Gothic. So I got the fabric to start my Snow Queen, which I plan on starting in January, even though it's not what got called for WIPGO. It's time for me to start it. I'm really excited.
You don't have to just do your WIPGO pieces.
So I think it calls for a lot of DMCs. I don't have it with me right now, so I can't remember what it calls for. So I might have to gather some DMCs. What are you looking at?
I'm
She's
trying
looking
to-
back at my photo.
I'm trying to find the picture that she
Here,
sent
do
me.
you know you can do it this way? Let me show you. Okay, go to info. Oh wait, no, that was it right there.
You
See
get it.
all,
Oh.
and then you can scroll. Oops,
Oh.
info. I'm giving her a little tech lesson here. There we go. So if you go to see all,
Oh, okay.
then you can scroll through all the photos
Keep
I've sent you.
talking and I'll find it, because
So she's gonna. So I sent her a screenshot of the person who had done it on a dark
Look at
fabric. So
that.
that's just part of the pattern. But
look at
I guess maybe that's Gothic.
it. Sure looks Gothic.
I'm looking at that, wondering now if that's the Gothic fabric.
And you
It just pops like
The other
oh my
fabric she
gosh.
was-
This
I
is
think-
the one that comes on the front of the
Oh, this is what
pattern.
it-
That's kind of the.
Oh, but I like the dark.
I liked this a lot too, and I went back and forth between this and then the haunted color. Picture This Plus has one called Haunted, and it's more like brownie purple blue, which is a lot more similar to that one. So it also calls for Whisper.
Oh, this is the haunted.
So I got that, which I've never worked with. Here, shine it down. There you go. So I was going back and forth between that or the Gothic. Finally decided I'm going to do it on the Gothic. I think it's going to be just so artistic. So it calls for.
So when
Green
I
Phoenix.
ordered her birthday presents and gave her the initial pattern and the beads, there were missing things. Like
It
my
wasn't all
store
in
was
there.
out of these things, and so I went ahead
So
and
we've
ordered
got-
them.
This is Krennic, very fine 32. I don't know if there's names. I haven't worked that much with Krennic. Does that have like a color name? Or
There
just
is a
number?
name,
I don't know.
maybe not.
This is just
I
says
can't remember.
30032.
Yep.
So they might just have numbers. This is maybe 6009. There might actually be a name. And then, but this is like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to try and work with these. I hope they are not a pain to work with. I also don't know. So they're watercolors by Karen. These look awfully thick. Oh, but then you do
I think
undo
you
a
unstrand
strand
them.
and use one strand or something.
Maybe, yeah.
I'm gonna have to look and
yeah.
see. They look like so thick for this design, but these are all the different watercolors it calls for. It's monsoon, porcelain blue. It's monsoon and porcelain blue, so there's 2 different colorways. So those are used somewhere
Gorgeous.
in that design. I don't know where yet, but they are so pretty. I'm kind of nervous about working with these. I don't know why. Yeah, you do. They do
Yeah,
undo.
it's probably
They're
like
like
the
6 strands.
Valdani's.
They just seem so thick. So I'll have to look at those and figure out what you do with them. So that will, I'm going to try and start that, I think, in the new year. Just maybe I'll start it on January 1st because I've been saying, "Oh, I'm going to start that in 2021.
Trying to,
So I'm really excited.
Yeah.
That's the haul I got for Christmas. I think I didn't get anything else too much for
I was
Christmas.
trying to figure out where that diadem goes.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah. There's a ton of beadwork in it, a ton. For me.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's,
There were.
it
When I
looks-
bought the
lots of
packet for her,
medallions.
oh, holy moly, there were a lot of beads.
yeah.
And so, I mean, it is not a cheap project to start. It's
No.
a great project to give somebody if you're trying to do a nice big gift that you want to do it over. Like I did over 2 different
over a couple
events.
different things.
Yeah,
So I'm really excited. So thank you.
it's
It's going to be really fun, really hard, but really fun.
right.
I think that's everything else I have to share.
Yeah.
We have, we had a couple giveaways last week and I didn't remember to bring the book with me, but it's another one of these Better Homes and Gardens cross stitch books. It's not this one, but it's like this one. And we were giving that one away to anybody who used the word book in their comment. And the winner for that, let me double check, is Julie Dixon. So Julie, email us at that email address in the description box below with your mailing address and I will ship that out to you. I probably won't include, sometimes I tuck a little note and stuff in it, but I probably won't include that because I'm going to ship it media mail because it's like only a few dollars to ship. So sorry, you won't get a note, but
If you put a note in it, you can't ship it.
yes,
mail?
yeah. If you want to ship something media mail, it has to have no personal note in it or anything technically. I mean, people might be able to get away with it, but
Get inside the
it's like
book.
the only mail too that's subject to inspection.
Yeah,
my
I do
postmaster
remember
said
that. Yeah.
So anyways, I'm probably not going to risk because then you might get slammed with the charges on the other end. My postmaster said when we were just trying to figure out what to do. But I will ship that out as soon as I can if you get back to me with your address.
And the other person that won this giveaway, we're giving away the
Holiday Hoopla.
Holiday Hoopla with Thy Needle and Thread,
So
which
cute.
is so adorable.
The winner for that is Christy Martin.
Christy, you won
You
again.
won again. You won something a few weeks ago and now you won again. So I actually already have your address. So
I'm
I can
gonna
just ship that out to you.
Give this.
Should we let's.
Nobody ever
Yeah.
contacted you? Okay.
No, nobody's ever contacted me about this giveaway and it's been a few weeks. So
Yeah,
I think
we've
it's
given-
safe to.
We've given plenty of time. We still have Frosty's night out. So that will be our giveaway for this week since we don't
Yeah.
have anything.
I was just going to double check to make sure I didn't get any email about it, but
Yeah.
nope.
So we're going to give this away again. And I guess just use the word Frosty in your comments or just say
Yeah.
you want Frosty. You don't even have to be creative.
No,
We're easy.
I don't really care.
Yeah. But we will give away this. He is adorable.
Frosty's
Adorable.
It
And
is really
he
cute.
is stitched DMC conversion.
Weeks Tie Works possible or DMC
He's
conversion.
82 by 84, so he's not huge. Anyway,
82 stitches.
so say Frosty and you can get another
We'll
snowman.
enter you into that for next week.
He
Um,
is cute.
oh, let's see. You talked a little bit about your WIPGO. I have, I'll share a picture of my WIPGO. Where did it go? 1 minute. I had it pulled it up. Yeah, show me how to find pictures.
Clearly, I
We text each other pictures all the time, so I have to
We have
teach
to
her how to
check
look
each
back
other.
through her
Well, now I
photos.
know. I had no idea.
So this is my WIPGO board. I don't know if you can really see it or if it's worth looking at, but I got it all finished and put together. Some of it is not cross stitch. I mean, it's cross stitch, but like, so for
Did
this
you
month,
print this out?
I don't, yeah, I think I have it printed out at home.
How did you?
I
Did
just-
you use the Excel spreadsheet?
Oh,
How'd you type in there?
what did I do?
I had to handwrite mine.
I think I cut and pasted it. or something into
Okay. Sorry.
it took me a little figuring, and I finally just figured out, I think, how to copy and paste it into another kind of document
Okay.
or something.
Okay.
I know I didn't design this because it looks like hers, and I
It's
wouldn't have
hers.
gone to all that trouble to make the borders
Yeah.
and stuff. So
Oh.
she called 6, 13, and 18. So for me, that's going to be organizing my floss into bags and rings. Woo! So it's a perfect thing for January. I actually really
2021.
I've been wanting to do that in January anyway, so that actually worked out perfectly. And then the free space I didn't add anything to. And then
18.
what is 18? This one, right? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. The other one I'll work on for 8 hours per square. So that's 8 hours of organizing, 8 hours of stitching on my tunnel of trees, which I don't remember who the designer is, and I don't have it with me because it's at home. But Claire at StitchedLit and I both started this Halloween adorable project in, I think we both started it probably in October, and I haven't really worked on it since. And I was hoping to work on it towards the front end of this year so that it would maybe be done to frame in October. It's also on a dark fabric, so I've got to get good at figuring out how to stitch on dark fabric. So that's what I'll be working on this week. Plus, I'm going to start my Snow Queen. I think I will.
Yeah. Oh, my
I'm
other
eager to.
haul is I have, you can't see it, but it's shining on us.
where
It's
you-
my new light. I didn't have a floor
Yeah.
stand one, and I really loved Sarah's when I went to visit her and saw hers.
Yeah, it's so nice.
I just had one that was on my my end table, and it swung around, and it's just hard to maneuver the way my furniture is and where the TV is, and
I felt like it would fall down and hit you in the head.
it didn't. It was stiff. I mean, it was a good. It's a good
I feel like it
quality.
hit me in the head or something a few times. Maybe I just ran into it.
I think you ran into it, and it's a good quality one. And I'm not, I'm going to use it in the other room.
It is nice.
But this will be nice because I can have it lower in front of me rather than up here looking at it.
It's that light 2-in-1. It can
Mhm.
go to be a tabletop
Mhm.
a tabletop lamp or a over
Right.
the shoulder.
So that is really exciting. And when I get my
Yeah,
house
that's
emptied of people and we
rearranged your furniture completely.
trust me, if you saw my house right now, you'd feel sorry for me. You would really
It's
feel
not
sorry
like
for
your
me.
attic though.
It kind of feels like my attic right now.
I mean, all of our gifts are sort of. I do my best to like organize it, but
it's
there's
fine. It just is what
I
it
know.
is, and I'm fine with it because I know it always goes back to being empty, and it's always so quiet when everybody leaves. It's fun when everybody's here and doing fun family things. So
Mhm.
it'll be an awfully quiet January.
Yeah.
But I've been going over to babysit my little Penelope baby on Wednesdays while mommy and daddy do a
Mhm.
online course. So that's kind of nice. But otherwise, it's going to be just Carrie and I and the 2 trailer dwellers out there. But you can see their trailer behind me right outside my dining room window.
Mhm.
In fact, if I opened my window and didn't have a screen on it, I could reach out and touch them. That's how close they
It's
are
really
to my house.
close.
But they spend their evenings most of the time out. I mean, it really will be just my husband and I. And it's hard to kind of think that we're still in the middle of everything a year later, but I think there's hope on the horizon, so that'll be good. But
Yeah.
I love my new light, and I think it'll make me a little more motivated. It was always kind of a hassle to come in here and try to get it down to the right level over my head. And
You have to stitch in the same chair. Well, maybe you always do, but I kind of move it around, and this is nice because the cord is long enough that I can sit here or there. And
we're
just
going
sort of
to
drag it
keep
over.
the wing. We have 2 wing backs that we moved in from our den into our living room that are kind of just in the middle of everywhere, just to have more seating in here. And then we have 2 shorter little chairs that we've had in here, and they are hard on our backs because they're very deep, and I have to have pillows behind me. And so I don't sit in them very often, but we're going to keep the wing backs in here. And I do like stitching in that red wing back.
Yeah, that looks really nice.
So I think that'll make it easier for stitching too. But yeah, I think I'll start my WIPGOs, and I'll keep working on. I did work on Mary and Minty also, which was the Brenda Gervais piece.
Oh, yeah.
Not
You
very.
did show it.
I'm not as far, but I think I do want to keep working on that, even though Christmas is over. I'll still work on
have it
things
ready
of
for next year.
winter, things of autumn. I'm not gonna, other than maybe starting the Dimensions kit. I don't. I am going to start my Joyful World SAL,
Oh.
the Snowflower Diaries that Sarah has doing the border for.
Are you going to try to do one a month like I did?
I don't know if I can commit to that with everything else I got
just
going.
spread it out over time.
But I am going to start it, and I do want to put it in my weekly rotation so that it's getting some love every week.
Mhm.
But I don't want to get myself.
You're not going to try to burn out on it.
No. And I know I'm going to have to probably go get some flosses. I think a lot of the flosses I bought maybe are in other projects. And I'm not one to take flosses out of projects to start a new project. I'm not that organized. I would forget where everything is if I did that. So I just go buy new floss. So,
Dad loves that.
I love that a lot.
Well,
Yeah.
okay. Thanks for watching.
Oh, and Merry Christmas.
Merry
And
Christmas.
Happy New Year. Here's to 2021.
Be a better year.
Be a better year. Please be a better year.
We hope you are well,
Yeah.
and thanks for watching.
You had
Like
lots
and
of-
subscribe. Leave us a comment whether
Yeah.
you want the giveaway or not. We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah.
And
Let us know in your comments if you got any stitchy stuff for Christmas.
oh yeah, we'd love to see that.
Look it up. 'Cause-
Or share it on Instagram and tag us.
yeah.
Stitch and Stuff
Yeah.
XS. We both follow that hashtag, so we would both see it.
Yeah.
Or tag us
It's
personally.
fun to see
We'd
what
love to see it.
people ask. I've never gotten, I've gotten Shepherd's Bush kits before for Christmas because they were easy for my
Mhm.
husband to order. But this year it was nice to, we use an Elfster link. And so I was able to link to the things of
Mhm.
autumn and take people that don't cross stitch in my family, although
They
Sarah
could
knew.
easily link.
They could easily get the stuff. And Amazon, if you're ever looking for like a dimensions kit, Amazon carries
Mhm.
those.
Yeah, they do. You
Um,
could put those on an Amazon wish list. or-
yeah, it is, and they're not very expensive, so it's kind
It'd
of
be kind
fun.
of fun to do some kind of Instagram. You know how people do that, like, what are you doing now? And they tag a few people.
Oh,
They share, like,
yeah,
if you get tagged, you post a picture of what you're doing now, and then you use that hashtag, and then you
Yeah.
tag 2 more people. That would be kind of fun to do something like, what are you stitching now?
yeah,
And then tag 2 people and then start like a chain. And that would be kind of fun. We might
Yeah.
do that. So we might tag
goals for 2021.
Yeah.
A new hashtag for stitching.
you.
Maybe
Yeah,
it's going
like in your
around,
stories
and we're
or-
just not cool enough to.
Yeah, maybe we haven't been included in any of that.
I don't know.
I've
how
never
to,
seen anything like that.
I don't know how to do stories on my Instagram.
What?
Have you noticed I've never done a story on my Instagram?
We're doing a tech lesson today.
I don't know how to do stories. Somebody tried to show
I'll
me
help
once,
you.
and I got really lost in it. I didn't know how to do it.
Well, I'll help you. Then you can post stories
Okay.
and
Anyway.
then do what you're stitching now.
Yeah.
So Merry
So
Christmas.
be looking. We might tag you.
Surprise, you got an extra video from us. We didn't think we were going to film this week, and then we decided to. So
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
We're super hungry. There's a child over there that I don't know how she's hungry because
Starving
we've been like
because
eating nonstop for
haven't eaten for like hours.
an hour.
Minutes. We haven't eaten in minutes.
Okay, well, I guess I better go feed my people.
Okay.
Merry
Bye-bye.
Christmas.
We love you.
We'll see you next week.
So, first things first. First things first. My daughter's granddaughter, Sarah's granddaughter, is going to come in and show me stuff. Sarah's granddaughter. I mean, my granddaughter. Okay, now show me. Mama, right here, knit this for me. It's a teddy bear hood. No, it's just a bear hood. Yeah, that I knit, and it's like that. So it's really cute. Okay, now so you're stitching, honey. Really cute. Like that. Right, so so that's a little hedgehog. She's been working on it really hard. And that's it. Thank you for all of that. It's the back of the Okay, now I've got a big surprise for you. Okay, so you know how I've been working on this Cloud Factory Harry Potter. And I have finished Ron Weasley. Okay, so let's see. He's finished, and the black line is Harry Potter. It's his hair. Okay, now so that's all we had to show today. Sorry, people over there. So that's everything. Merry Christmas. Bye.